सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम्। यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम्। गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम्। आदात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासि साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भीतिनाशनं द्विषतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम्। सन्नद्धकवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्ममाग्रतो नित्यं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः। नमः कोदण्डहस्ताय सन्धीकृतशराय च खण्डिताखिलदैत्याय रामायापन्निवारिणे। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पदये नमः। अग्रदपृष्ठदश्चैव पार्श्वदश्च महाबलौ आकर्णपूर्णधन्वानौ रक्षेतां रामलक्ष्मणौ। मङ्गलं कोसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनुजाय सार्वभौमाय मंगलम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। If I have to go with you, Hanuman, on your back, the problem is solved. But the purpose of Ram Avatar, the very purpose of Bhagavan's incarnation here will not be fulfilled. Ravanadi Prabhudayaha, all these Rakshasas, Ravanas must be given a lesson. And Bhagavan's avatar is meant for sending this message to the world, not quietly doing something and disappearing. Bhagavan's avatar is called as an incarnation, but we are also incarnation. Nobody walks, everybody is inside the car. Ours is called rebirth. Bhagavan's is not rebirth, it is incarnation. Meaning, he has the purpose clearly in his mind, and from the day one, he will do that only. We do on day 99. Day 100 is when we die. So, day 99, we realize, why did I come into this world? Die. Because we have no idea what is the purpose of living. And by the time we learned, we are ready to leave. That's why Gurudev would say, the knowledge of Gita and Upanishad is not for the dead, it is for the living. Very strangely, people read Bhagavad Gita for the one who is departed. So traditionally, when that fellow has never read and is going, then read Bhagavad Gita. For whom? For him or her. When you are alive and kicking, when we are actively engaged in this world, when we are meeting the challenges of the world, at that time we should have this knowledge. Not when we are tired, exhausted. And some people say, Swamiji, it is said that we should not keep Mahabharata at home. If we do that, the brothers will start to fight with each other. So you should not keep Mahabharata at home. Do you know that? Then I said, you should not keep Ramayana also at home. Why? Your wife will be kidnapped. Then that person said, is it? What a foolish idea. So Bhagavan's incarnation, avatar is avataranat. Avataranam means to come down. Meaning from his pristine divine state, he has come down to the level of all of us as human and behaves like human, acts like human, only to show us how to be human. Not that one must imitate him, emulate him. His fine qualities, characteristics, emotions, he really feels for her. He really feels for Sita. He really feels enraged by Ravana. But at the same time, with absolute control. Not getting overwhelmed by that. In the same way, in our life, we do get emotionally affected, all right. As Gurudev would say, you should have emotion, but don't be emotional. Let not the emotion overpower you. But you must have emotion. Otherwise, what is the beauty of living in this world? If there is something joyful happening, you express the joy. If something which is not right, you should express the anger. Because I am not accepting this. This is not right. If whether it doesn't matter, joy or sorrow, I will live like a stone. No doubt, one must have the ability to bring the balance in oneself. but that doesn't mean one should not express the joy and sorrow. When it is definitely something which is to be taken care with right action, one should take right action. And inside, one should not be overwhelmed by that. Maintain the steadiness, the balance. But at the same time, do not deny your responsibility to engage in the right direction for the right purpose. So here she says, if I have to go with you, then the whole purpose of Sri Rama coming here as an avatar is unfulfilled. So for which Hanumanji immediately said, yes, you are right, that I have recognized that how great you are, that as a Pativrata, you have done the right thing of denying my, request to you, but that I understand why you did that, because you are aware of the very purpose of Bhagavan coming here, as well as you have shown to the world how a Pativrata should behave. This is how we started with, yesterday. We concluded that point, that Hanumanji is able to recognize the standpoint of Sita. Yuktarupam tvaya devi bhashidam shubhadarshane sadrisham stri swabhavasya sadbhinam vinayasya cha yadi notsahate yatum maya sartamanindite abhignanam prayachatvam janiyat ragavo hiyat. Please then give me something which would make me prove that I have seen you. And thereafter she narrated the story, or not the story, the instance in which she was troubled by Jayanta, the wonderful son of Indra, came as a crow, troubled her, and how Sri Rama, with his power of mantra, even turned the blade of grass into Brahmastra, and how that started to chase him. Finally, he had to surrender, and as a consequence, he removed one eye of the crow and gave the lesson to him, do not ever do such things in your life. So that's then Sita ji, having narrated this, told Hanumanji, please relate this to him when you meet. Only me and he would know this particular thing. That will prove that you have met me. And also, she gave the Chudamani to him, that please show this to him also. And at the same time, she also said, Mat krite kakamatre tu brahmastram samudiritam kasmadyo mam harestattah ksamasetam mahipate. Even for the sake of a crow merely piercing my body, you have taken Brahmastra. Here this Ravana has taken me, myself away, and you are still not doing anything about it. Therefore, please tell him, Jeevitam dharayashyami masam dasaradatmaja urdvam masanna jeeveyam satyenaham bravimite. I will stay 1 more month only. Beyond that, I will not live. Jeevam na dharishyami. I will not retain my life. Only 1 more month to go. In this way, she had given the message through Hanuman to Sri Rama. And Hanumanji, having gained not only the darshan, ajna, message, and the signya, everything, he did the pradakshina to Sita, and that is why it is said, Sitayas charitam mahat. It is said, Ramayana, even though Rama's glory, but central point is Sita. So that is why he says, Sahisagara paryantam mahim shasitum iyati tvannimitto hi ramasya jayo janakanandini. Tvannimitto hi jayah Raghavasya. Raghava is victorious because of you alone. It's going to be victorious because of you alone. His name will spread everywhere because of you. And because of you alone, he is able to rule over the entire universe. Sagara paryantam mahim shasitum arhati. up to the ocean or the entire land surrounded by the ocean is able to rule because of you. Tvannimitto hi Ramasya Jayaha. But then, as I said, she had a doubt that how it is possible for Rama to come over to Lanka. Because as you, the Vanara, you are able to do that, you have the power to come. But what about Rama? So he said that monkey's army is so powerful, they not only are able to come, I am only a most junior among all of them. He doesn't project himself, I am the best. No, I am the junior. I am the least in the category. I can do it. There are so many of them who are there, much powerful than me. Angada is there, Sugriva is there, and many others, Neela, and many others are there. Jambavan himself, all of them are capable of much more than me. And even if it is necessary for me to bring Mama Prushtagato Tocha Chandra Surya Vivodito Tvat Sakasham Mahasatvo Nrisimhavagamishyatah. These lion among them and both Rama and Lakshmana, they will be brought by me. I will carry them on my shoulder and bring them here. And eventually, the monkeys and as well as the other prominent, powerful soldiers of Sugriva, they will also come here and take care of the situation. This way, he assured Sita, and he felt now satisfied. I have conveyed the message of Rama to her, and I have also gained the message from Sita to Rama. Now I have completed my mission. Mission impossible became mission possible. And mission accomplished. And I am content with what I have done, but that is not sufficient. So there is a difference between complete and finished, Complete and finished. Want to know the difference? If you have the right spouse, you are complete. Okay, let us go. Sarajaputraya Sajataputya Pradivetidartaha Kabikritartha Parihrishta Chetaha Alpavashesham Prasamiksha Karyam Disham Hyudisham Manasa Jagama. So, Kritartaha, Kapihi Kritartaha Parihrishta Chetaha. He became very content and complete and feeling that I have accomplished my job. But there is something more to be done. Alpa avashesham prasamiksha karyam. I have completed my job, but I can do little more also. So a true man of accomplishment is not the one who would do only what he is asked to do. He will do more than that. That is the nature of any leader. Any leader is one who is not dictated by the situation alone, but he has a vision to accomplish much more than that. That is the nature of all great leaders. What you are expected to do as a leader, don't just to do on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's all. No. If I can do more, I will do more. But at the same time, it has to be purposeful, not just because you want praise and be noticed. But this is to be done, which others are not even thinking about it, but I will do it. That is the nature of a... So it is said that Karyam karmani nirdishte yo badhunyapi sadayet purvakarya virodena sakaryam kartum arhati. Karyam karmani nirdishte, having completed whatever is being told to do, yoha bahunyapi sadayet. One who can do more than that. And what is that which he does more should not contradict what he had done before. This is very important. Purva karya avirodena. Otherwise, what you have accomplished also get destroyed. So you don't have to accomplish what you are told to do, but you have that ability to do more that should be enhancing what you have done, not contradicting what you have done. Purva karya avirodena sa karyam kartum arhati. So here, we can apply it in many different places. What is our responsibility in life? That which we have taken up upon ourselves. Whether a husband or a wife or the parent, etc., which we have taken up as our responsibility. Don't think it is a duty, not even an obligation. A duty is what is given to you. Responsibility is what you have taken. Bhagavan Krishna says, hey Arjuna, it is not a duty, it is a responsibility. Even if nobody is watching you, you should do it. If nobody is telling you also, you should do it. Because it is you feeling it is my responsibility. Is it not in our pledge it is said, we know our responsibilities, give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. It is not said, what is that? We don't say that. What is that? What is that pledge? We know our duties. No, responsibility. What is responsibility? Ability to respond. Responsibility. So responsibility is that at any given situation, how do I behave? This is something which I choose to do. So here, even though he was given the job as though of a messenger, but he said, I am responsible for something more than that. What is it? That I should prove to Ravana who is his enemy. See, so Sri Rama did not instruct him that. Go and see where Sita is and come back and report to me. That's all. He could have done it easily, he would have gone immediately. But then he decided Ravana should know whom he is dealing with. I should prove to him that he is playing with fire. And he is playing with fire. It's not even a joke. He is going to play with the fire. And I will have to prove to him that. Who is he playing with? And even the Sevak of Rama is capable of doing this, burning the entire place. That I have to prove to him. This is one thing. Second is, what is the power of Ravana? What he can do? This I need to judge. For which I have to meet him face to face. Face to face I have to meet him and I have to see his court or the inner power, the strength that he has in his own abode, and I need to recognize, estimate, so that I know what needs to be done when we get ready to come here. I have to inform the Sena of Sugriva what they should be ready for. I have to see this. So therefore, nahye kasya sadako hetuhu swalpasya apiha karmanaha yo hyartam bahuta veda sasamartorta sadane. Ekasya sadako hetuhu swalpasya apiha karmanaha. Even for a little thing, one must recognize what is the exact method of doing. And yaha artha bahuda veda, one who knows very many methods of doing it. Sa samartha. To accomplish anything, there is a way of doing it. But that alone is not the way. I can do many different ways of the same thing. What are the different ways of accomplishing same thing? That I need to know. Therefore, I need to meet Ravana face to face. So what should I do now? idam vidvansayishyami shushkam manamivanalah asmin bhagne tadakopam karishyati dashananah. Only way to make sure that Ravana gets upset is to burn this place or destroy this Ashoka Vatika. So, idam vidvamsayishyami, I will destroy this Ashokavana, shushkam manam iva analaha. Like with the fire, everything becomes burned. Asmin bhagne, when it is broken, tataha kopam karishyami dashanana. Then I will create such an anger in Ravana. So, I will start with where I am. And he looked at Sita. May I have your permission to do that? She said, go ahead. Whatever you need to do, do it. Sabhutva sumahakayah. He became so huge. Prabhavan marutatmajaha. He is none other than the son of the great wind. Then drishtama spotayamasa lankam shabdena purayan. He started to do garjana of it. That's such a huge roar he created, the entire place started to shake. The huge amount of tumultuous sound started to happen, and all the Rakshasas who were there around that, all the Rakshasas ran away from there. And all the mrigas, all the animals that were birds over there, they started to move away, run away from that place. The entire place he started to destroy. All the plants and other things, he started to pull them out. That's why in the presence of monkey, you have to be very, very careful. Whatever you carry, that will take it away from you. So here, obviously angry monkey, what to talk of it. So it is Hanumanji who started destroying the place, and one after another, all the commanders of Ravana started to come. Only for him to find out who are these people. Staying in one place, he started to judge what are the people whom I am going to deal with. So all the commanders of Ravana came one by one. He destroyed each one of them. Even Akshakumara came. He also destroyed him also. Finally, Indrajit had to appear in that battlefield. Indrajit is a great Mayavi. He had great powers of deluding the people with his illusory skills. So Indrajit came and realized that this is not a normal monkey. This is not a normal Vanara here. It has a wonderful powers, and we do not know where it came from and who he is representing, how did it get inside. And also it is something which cannot be controlled that easily, and it is my responsibility to make sure that this fellow is put under some kind of restraint. So he used Brahmastra to tie him down, not to kill him, but tie him down. Because the intent is not just to destroy him, but to wanting to know who is this whole, who is he representing, what is his purpose. So he had used the Brahmastra as a rope to tie him down. And Hanumanji had the ability to destroy that rope also. But then, avadyoyamidi jnatva tamastrena astratatvavit nijagraha mahabahuhu marudatmajam Indrajit. So, he having understood that this is Brahmastra and this is, I am bound by these powerful ropes of what created by Indrajit, even though I am capable of destroying it, I will not do it because two reasons. One, I should respect Brahmaji, who had created this power and that is given to Indrajit and is using it. So first. Second is, if I do not release myself, I will be dragged to the Ravana's court. And there I will meet him. Okay. So he accepted. Let me get tied down. I am okay with that. So Indrajit felt that, oh, this person, this monkey is bound now. So he can be controlled. But then Indrajit also realized, looking at him, I don't think he is incapable of coming out. He is obliging to it. Anyway, let him come. So he dragged him to Ravana's court there, and so that he can meet him in person. Sadadarsha Mahateja Ravana Kabisattamam Rakshobhihi Vikridakaraihi Krishyamanamidastataha. So at this point, Mahateja Ravana Kabisattamam Dadarsha. Then Ravana also, when he was brought into the court, Ravana also saw him, and he, huge form, and tied up by the Brahmastra, he looked at him and he wondered, who is this can be? And he remembered some time back that when he was shaking up the Kailash mountain very powerfully, at that point where he wanted to take the Kailash itself to Lanka. Thank God he did not know that. At that time, Nandikeshwara, who was the presiding deity there, presiding Vahana of Bhagavan Shiva, he got very upset and he cursed him. Sometime in the future, an animal will trouble you. So he said, he himself has come here. Nandikeshwara himself has come here in this form. I wonder. So this way he was started to think that who it could be. So then he tells Ramana, Hanumanji said very politely, Ravana, I could easily come out of this, but I am here just to have a one-to-one, face-to-face interview with you. So, Kamam kalu aham kamam kalvaham apyega savajista kunjaram savajirada kunjaram lankam nashayidum shaktaha tasyesha tu na nischayah. Kamam, it's possible. Kalu aham api yekaha, I as a alone person, sa vajirada kunjaram lankam nashayidum shakya. I am capable of destroying the entire Lanka along with all the horses and chariots and all the elephants, also possible. I am not doing it. You know why? Because I am not yet given the command by Rama. So, I, even though capable of doing it, I won't do it. See, this is the beauty of all the devotees and Mahatmas. See, when we in our life, we live most of the time imitating what around us, what others do. Or we will live every day exactly like the previous day. Is it not true? That what we do, what are you doing in this weekend? Exactly like previous weekend. Or additionally, I will go for a movie because my friends are going, or cricket match. And that's why in our Hindu calendar, almost every week there is a festival, like, Manushyaha Utsava Priyaha. Meaning they want something different. At home also, women won't keep quiet. They keep changing this, the configuration of the house. Put the chair here and sofa there, and after some time that will come here this way. This picture will go that picture will come here. Change the curtain. Why? Bored. So, otherwise our life has not changed. We keep doing the same thing, day after day, week after week. You know why? Because we do not know what Bhagavan wants us to do. हमें समझ में नहीं आता है. Mahatmas are, on the other hand, they listen to the words of the Lord. They don't live mechanically. They don't live every day in the same way as they did before. They constantly move ahead. They would not repeat the same thing. They will continue to explore new avenues, explore new ways of doing, increase in their sadhana, intensify their prayatnam. That is what is called sadhana is all about. If you keep doing the same thing, as Guruji would say, if you keep doing the same thing, you will get the same thing only. Nothing new will happen. A sadhana should be done in such a way that every time you do it, it should be different and more energizing, enthusiastic. If you keep repeating the same thing, you may be perfect in that, but not progressive. So here Hanumanji, even though he is capable of doing everything, Bhagavan's command is not there. I'll keep quiet. But the moment he says, go, he will express the entire power of his. That is the case of all the great people. They are capable of doing and wait for the right signal to come from the Lord. And then they will express themselves so powerfully, the world cannot stop them. So he says, I am here to explore you, explore your powers, etc. On my own, I have done that. But more than that also I can do. But I am not doing it. Because tasyesha tu na nishchayaha. Tasya ramasya na nishchayaha. It is not his decision now that I should do this. Therefore, even though I am capable of burning the entire Lanka, I am not doing this. No. Therefore, Ravana, recognize who is your enemy. I am only a small spark. You are dealing with somebody very, very big. Even now you have got a chance to ask for forgiveness, submit, go and surrender Sita and say, I am sorry. You can't do it. You have got that choice to do, but I know you won't do that. So Ravana gets enraged, What kind of this monkey is this? He is not even human. And I have conquered all the three worlds, and this one coming in front of me and threatening me. So immediately he commands all the soldiers there, tie him down and take him to the hell, burn him alive, destroy him, kill him. So that point, when Ravana had given that order, divine will interfere. This is the only time actually Hanumanji is meeting Vibhishan. Unlike in Tulsi Ramayana, where he already has a meeting with Vibhishana, in Valmiki Ramayana, he meets Vibhishana for the first time at the court of Ravana, where Vibhishana comes there and says to Ravan, Shamasvarosham tyaja rakshasendra prasida matvakyamidam shrunushva vadam na kurvanti paravarajñā tutasya santo vasudhatipendraha. Rosham shamasva, contain your anger, tyaja, and also give up. Rakshasendra, prasida matvakyamidam shrunushva. Please listen to what I am going to tell you. A benevolent, thinking one who is having interest in your welfare, I am telling you, you have not listened to me for a long time. And you feel that you know everything. Many of us are like that. No? I don't need to listen to you. I know. And some people, when they talk also, in between they put, I know also. I know. So, that way, So, here, you have not been listening to me. Vadam na kurvanti paravarajñāha. Men who have understood para and avara, what is right above, what is higher, what is lower, how to deal with things in situations, those people who know, vadam na kurvanti dutasya. A messenger should not be killed. A messenger is carrying a message of somebody else. He is only an instrument, he is only a conduit. And therefore, you should not destroy the messenger. Santaha vasudhatipendraha. Those people who are wise and kings, they cannot do this. So please don't do that. And strangely and fortunately, Ravana listened to this, which is very rare of him. And he would not listen to anybody, and he thought about it. I think he makes sense. Also, Ravana thought that he must be representing someone. That person, I want to know who that is. And if I don't send him, that fellow won't come. And he knows who it is, Rama only. But there is no direct connection. And therefore, he says, obviously, if this one has come, there must be the reason behind that. And the reason is Sita. And the reason for which he has been coming here and even doing all this destruction is only to attract my attention. And if I kill him, then I will not face Rama face to face. And therefore, and I know that he cannot come because this is so far away. How is he going to come across and come? But I want to send a message to Rama. Don't play with me. So let me do one thing. Burn his tail. So that is why he says, Kapinam kila langulam ishtam bhavati bhushanam tatasya deepyadam shigram tena daktena gacchatu. Kapinam, change the tune. Kapinam kila langulam ishtam bhavati bhushanam. All the monkeys are so fond of their tails. So like women are very fond of their hair. In the same way, monkeys are fond of their tails. So they decorate it also. They put a lot of nice, beautiful flower and all that. And nicely combed properly. So they are very... nowadays men also, they have that towering inferno, like on the top of their head. I tried, nothing happened to them. Like everybody is now going up there. Hair standing up all the time. Roma Harshanam. So if you look at any teenager, always Roma Harshanam. Hair standing up. So the monkeys have got langulam. Bhushanam. Tatasya deepyatam shikram. So let us burn that. Tena daktena gacchatu. Let it burn and let it go away from here. So whatever size Hanuman was at that point, he started to grow much bigger than that. He became so big, and anybody who tried to even tie his nangulam, that tail also, they ran out of clothes. That much long was the tail already extended by Hanumanji. All the available clothes in the entire Lanka city was not sufficient. And then dipping that in oil, they went on and on and on and on and on. And also they dragged him in the streets of Lanka. Only to show what happens if you are against Ravana. It was happened on January 6th. Sorry, not January 6th. No, I somehow got mixed up there. What happens if you oppose me? So they dragged him into the streets of Lanka and threatened everybody that this, if you oppose me, this is the consequence. So everybody was laughing and making mockery of him, and he was keeping quiet. And when finally it was set to fire, and that is the time, he was very happy. Now, you yourself did that. I didn't do anything. I just quietly walking about. Now you yourself setting fire to my tail. In fact, you are setting fire to your own place. All right, now I won't keep quiet. So he started to jump from one place to another. How did he do that? He first of all had to untie himself. So when he was, all the, the tail was put, all the racks were put on, oil dipped, everything, and they set to fire, he suddenly became very small. When he became small, all the ties, all the bound, all the ropes, they fell away. They fell down. Then everything untied, suddenly became big again. So he wanted only to come out of that bond, what he was bound with. He released himself from that, again became so big, and he started to jump from one palace to another, jumping one mansion to another, one tree to another. All the buildings in that place completely was covered. He had GPS also with him, so that he can say, okay, I am here, and then so more place to cover. He made sure the entire Lanka is covered and filled with fire everywhere. They were running helter-skelter everywhere. And now when the entire place was burning, and he started to think, what did I do now out of anger? Because now I didn't realize that this will burn where Sita is also. At the same time, Sita was wondering, she was informed this fire is all over the place. There was a monkey which is jumping around and it has created fire. So she also got worried. What will happen to Hanumanji? Because he, after all, had to go back and inform about me. And if he is burned to death, what will happen? So she started to pray, Yadyasti patishrusha, sushrusha yadyasti charitam tapaha, yadi chastyeka patni tvam, shito bhava hanumataha. Yadi asti parisushrusha. If I have really done my devoted seva to my own pati, husband, yadi asti charitam tapaha. If I really a person who has lived in tapas, yadi cha asti ekapatni tvam. If Rama had lived really as a ekapatni vrata, then shito bhavati hanumataha. Let Hanuman be not burnt by his own fire. This was the prayer by Sita to protect Hanumanji for by being burnt by the fire itself. So that way Sita was praying, but at the same time Hanumanji also felt very bad that by anger, out of anger I have done something, without thinking the consequence. This is really not right of me. Vachyavacham prakupitaha na vijanadi karihichit na akaryamasti kruddhasya na avachyam vidyate kvachit. He says, this kind of action that I have done is out of an anger. And a person who is angry, he does not know what to say and what not to say. Vachya avachyam prakupitaha na vijanati. We all have experienced this, right? When we are angry, when we say things, later on we regret, I should not have said this. If only we can stop at that point when you are getting angry, catch yourself, then you will not create more damage. Anger and danger, only one letter difference. One D in front, put in front of it, then it becomes danger. So, Vachyavachyam prakupitaha na vjanadi karhichit na akaryamasti krityasya na avachyam vidyate kvachati. For a person who is angry, he does not know what not to be done and not to be said. So he himself caught himself saying that I did a real, wrong thing by burning the entire place. So he is now wondering what would have happened to Sita. And at the same time, he heard the conversation of the Charanas in the heavens. And what were they talking to each other? They were saying, even though the entire Lanka is burning by this Hanuman, because of her tapas, Sita is unscathed, untouched. She is safe. When he heard this, he was so happy, thank God, even though I mindlessly did this. That's why he said, monkey mind, man ki baat hai, man ki hai. So when your mind is like a monkey, you will not know what you are saying, what you are doing. Samaruta ivakasham marudasyatma sambhavaha prabede harishardulaha dakshinaduttaram disham. So afterwards he went to Sita, finally after having done the required damage there. He went to Sita, seeing her alive, he was so relieved. And seeing him, and Sita also very relieved, both of them with tears in their eyes, with a common devotion to the Lord. And then she said, now you proceed. And proceed on and come with the entire army of the Vanaras, with Rama, with Lakshmana, with all of them. And I am waiting for that. A very short time only we have got, just a month to go. Proceed on. Samarudaheva akasham marudasya atma sambhavaha prabede harishardulaha dakshinat uttaram disham. From south he started to proceed towards the northern side. And it is said he appeared like Garuda himself. Obviously, Vishnu's Vahanam is Garuda and Rama, yes, Rama is none other than the Vishnu avatar. Therefore, he became the Vahana at this point like Garuda. He was so powerfully, piercing into the sky and proceeded on towards the land. And interestingly, on the way, he touched the Mainaka. Bye-bye. And went. Because you wanted me to, make sure that I touch. He says, well, very lovingly he touched Mainaka. I am back. I am going. I am not even staying. Again, he is not staying there. Return journey also, there is no layover. No. I am just touching you, making sure that you understood. I am back on my journey. I finished my job. And as he was coming closer to the Bharat land, he was making so much of a huge thundering noise. At that point, all the other monkeys were waiting and waiting and waiting for so long, they almost gave up on this. At this point, when they heard the sound, Angada, the young prince, he said, this sound resembles like Hanumanji only. Nobody else can make this kind of a sound. He has completed his work, and with that thundering presence he is going to come. This is a sound of victory. Sarvada kritakaryosav Hanuman natra samsayah. It is Hanuman, no doubt, who is making this sound. One who is always kritakaryaha. Anything that you give to him, he will complete this. See, this is how we create trust among people, If we are given a job and then you never do anything about it, would you think that anybody will believe in you? Gurudev calls it as a Dirgha Sutri. Dirgha Sutri means what? Long rope. You give to him anything, kal karenge. You never get it done. So always postponing. But Hanumanji is not like that. Once you give him a job, forget about it. He will complete it for sure. Kritakaryaha asau Hanuman na atra samshayaha na hi asya akritakaryasya nada evam vido bhavet. If he has not completed, this sound would not come. This very sound shows the sound of victory. If he has not accomplished, he would be very quietly coming in. We're not making too much of noise. But here, definitely, he has accomplished that. So as soon as he came, remember, he has not eaten for so many days. Not even water he drank. No fruits, no nuts, no fruits or roots. Because my work is important. I will not do anything else until I complete. He did not have any time to do any one of that. So therefore, when he came, he was Rakshasa hungry. He came there and all of them jubilant. They gave him all the fruits and all the roots and everything. But before he did eat all of that, he went and prostrated to all of them. That because of your blessings only, all the elders of the clan, only I am able to do it. Mentally, he even saluted Sri Rama and Lakshmana, as well as even Angata. He said that, Angata, your guidance, your leadership is what has made us all able to do that. And they were all very curious. So what happened? Tell us all the things. Let me eat first. So after he started to eat, and then he narrated all the things that happened since his departure from Mahendra mountain, all the way he went, and how he met Sita, and how he had challenged Ravana, and all the various things that he had narrated. So it's a few chapters are gone only in that. You will see the skipping of these verses, because again I have to start day one otherwise. So, so all of them he narrated then. So I find myself at full peace. Shafalo ragavodyoga sasugrivasya cha sambramaha Sheelam asadaya Sita Sheelam asadya Sitayaha Mama cha prinitam manaha Safalaha Raghava udyogaha safalaha. I have accomplished, succeeded the very command of Sri Rama, Sugrivasya also, and also Sheelam asadya Sitayaha, and also having understood the whereabouts of Sita, Mama cha prinitam manaha. My mind has become fully content now. Now Angada had said to all of them, now that we know where she is, now that we know that we can go there, if Hanumanji could do that, all of us also are capable of taking our journey towards Lanka, and let us get Sita and come back. And then we will go to Rama and present her in front of him. Here, your own beloved is with you. Now we have accomplished our task. Then only we have really completed our work. This is the Angada's young prince, with all enthusiasm, wanted to finish the job. But then the eldest of them, Jambavan, said, wait. Does Rama want that way to be done? He only told us to find out where Sita is. He did not say that you should bring her back. He has something else in his mind. So we cannot do this unless we have Bhagavan's permission. Therefore, let us go and report to him what has happened so far. So all the monkeys and Rajambavan and all the bears, they started to proceed towards the Kishkinda. Kishkinda had a beautiful forest known as Madhuvan. And the Madhuvan is, as the very name says, Vanam of Madhu, filled with honey. And so that place, of course, the monkeys love to drink honey. So therefore, all of them, when they reached Madhuvanam, they looked at Angada. Do we have the permission to drink this? And Angada obviously very happy, because all that they have accomplished. Go ahead, drink as much as you want. That's it. Those monkeys, they were waiting for this opportunity, and the permission has got from the prince itself. So what else we need? They started to exploit the entire place. Every flower, every fruit, everything there, they started to demolish this place only in the form of, for the sake of drinking the honey. And that honey was so powerful, they intoxicated them completely. They become crazy. They started to hit each other. They hit everything there. In the meanwhile, there was the forest, the garden keeper was there. His name was Dadimukha. Dadimukha, he started to look at what is happening here. And he got to know about from his own messengers that this is happening. So he came with weapons and his retinue and started to fight with all these monkeys. But the intoxicated monkeys, you cannot control them. They really thrashed him. Helter-skelter, he ran, Dadimukha, to Sugriva. And he came running and fell at his feet. Sugriva said, what happened to you? Why are you now in such a state? What is going on? What happened to the garden? Don't even ask me. These monkeys, I don't know where they came from. They are in thousands of numbers. They came and removed all the honey there. None of the flowers are there. No trees are left behind. All the fruits are taken. And we do not know how to control this. So Lakshmana, who was near Sugriva, said, "What is he saying? What's wrong here? Who are those monkeys?" Sugriva smiled. And now I know what happened. Drishta Devi na sandeha. I have no doubt these monkeys have accomplished their task. Na cha anyena hanumata. And I know who did this. Hanumata na anyena na hi anyas sadhane hetuhu karmanosya hanumata. Nobody else can accomplish this task other than the one who is capable of doing thousands of monkeys' work. And that Hanuman is back. Along with him, all the others have come. They finished their job and they are just having a party. That's all it is. It's a TGIF they are having now. So all of them are having a good time. What's it called? Happy hour. They are being there. Karya siddhirmatischaiva tasmin vanara pungave vyavasayascha viryamcha srutam chapi pradishtitam. Sugriva had a great admiration for Hanuman, and he says, these are the abilities of Hanuman. Karya siddhihi. We must understand this. Remember the four things which I said in the first day? Dhriti, Drishti, Mati, and Dakshya. Dhriti is determination, consistency of purpose, vision, that is Drishti, what to do, that very clear in his mind. Matihi, intelligence, how to handle situation. And Dakshya is strategy, how to go about with proper planning and according to the situation, change your strategy but accomplish the task. In addition to that, here, Karya Siddhihi, meaning if he takes up something, he will finish it. Karya Siddhihi, Matihi, intelligence, Chaiva, Tasmin, Vanara Pungave, Vyavasayaha, industriousness. Taking things in his hand, even if it is never done before, he will have the ability to explore and do it. Vyavasayascha viryam, courage, shrutam, and also knowledge. Cha api pradishtitam. These are the qualities of Hanuman, and I know that he has done it. Lakshmana was very delighted to hear this, and then by the time Hanumanji and all other monkeys arrived in Sugriva's court, Hanuman samahabahu pranamya shirasa tadaha niyatam akshatam devim ragavayanyvedayat. Mahabahu Hanuman shirasa pranamya tadaha niyatam akshatam devim. So he already, and also he gave the very thing that is given to him by Sita ji, Ragavayanyvedayat, and also informed Rama about Akshatam Devim, meaning she is still remaining alive, unaffected, meaning unaffected physically, but mentally very disturbed, and she is not killed or violently being treated. No doubt people are talking to her with great cruelty. Even Ravana is speaking to her with so much of anger, but she is remaining intact. Drishta Devi di Hanumatvadanad amrutopamam akarnya vachanam Ramo harsham apassa Lakshmana. Kandeen Sitayai. I seen Sita. Drishta Devi iti Hanumat Vadanad Amrutopamam, which is like a nectar in the ears, Akarnya Vachanam Ramaha. Listening to this Sri Rama, Harshama Passa Lakshmana. I was so delighted to hear after so many months of suspense, so many months of anguish, so many months of uncertainty. Finally, I have come to know that this has been accomplished. He was embracing Hanuman with so much of love. And again, Hanumanji narrated from the time he left from Kishkinda. So many chapters, on that also. Again, explained the entire process until the point of coming back. He explained, and then abhijnanancha me dattam yata vrittam tavantike. And she also gave this particular Chudamani also vrittam. Vrittam means the instance, the very happening that you only know, you and Sita ji only know. That also he explained. Chitrakute mahaprajna vayasam prati raghava, about the crow and what happened to the crow, etc., which she gave to me, only to tell you that I have seen her. This is the proof of me seeing her. And he handed over the Chudamani to Sri Rama. Taur jadashasau rajapatro viditva tacha vijnanam ragavaya pradaya devyasa akyadam sarvamevanupurvyat vacha sampurnam vayuputrasya samsa. So they became so relieved by looking at the Chudamani. Rajaputrau ashvasau viditva tacha abhijnanam ragavaya pradaya. So he gave that which they recognized. Devyacha akyadam sarvam, whatever has been told to him by Sita, having said that, anupurvya vyat vacha sampurnam vayuputraha sashamsa, and he praised the very faithful, devout, chaste wife of Sita, and how he had kept that in mind when she was looking for her. And Sri Rama, what you said is so right. She is the best among all of them, most beautiful. At the same time, she is continuously thinking about you, never eating, not even sleeping, not even decorating herself in the body. And she is constantly thinking about you. Rama was also, did you also tell her that I am also like that only? And yes, I told her also. She was more, anguished by that, more sorrow, because you are also going through the same thing. So he became very emotional, taking the Chudamani and said, Tam manim hritaye hritkritva prarurodasa lakshmana. Taking the Chudamani in his hand, he started to cry. Tam tadrishtva manishreshtam raghava shoka karshitaha. See, this is what I said. No? He really expressed emotions. Even though Bhagavan himself, no doubt, but he behaved exactly like what a human being would do. Obviously, he was so emotional, he was so moved, so much of love of Sita was overpowering him, remembering her. And this is none other than she herself. With that kind of a love, with kind of so much of emotion, he was holding it. And all people who were around him also equally were moved by that emotion. Expressing human emotions is beauty. So that's what he did. And holding it took so much. Kim ahasita Hanuman? Tattaraha kataya adyame. Please tell me what else she said. Etena kalu jivishye beshajena turo yata. What did she tell? What did she send as a message to me? Please tell me exactly the verbatim you have to tell. Don't leave a single thing away. Everything you have to tell. And he says, this is like how a sick person can survive with the medicine. Beshajena aturo yata etena kalu jivishye. I can only survive until I meet her only when you tell me exactly what she had in mind. It is like medicine that helps the person who is sick. So, in the same way, may I hear again and again what is that which she wanted to tell. So then Hanumanji again said about that is only 1 month is remaining for us to accomplish this task. Beyond that, she will not be alive. And she would urge you to start your process right away. Don't delay at all. Come as quickly as possible, not after 500 years. quickly come. And she is waiting to see you. And even though I told her that I can take her on my back and then come here quickly, but she said, no, I want the glory of Rama to be known to the world, and all the Rakshasa kulas here, Lanka, must be completely eradicated. With the power of Rama alone that can be done. Even though I can go with you, but I will not touch another person in my life other than Rama. This is the vow I have taken. And so she was so eagerly waiting for you. Edattavarya nrupatraja simha sita vacha praha vishada purvam edacha bhutva gadidam mayatvam shraddhasva sitam kushalam samagram. Etat tava arya, O my noble one, nruparaja simha, O lion among the kings, Sita vachaha praha, I spoke about what she said. Vishada purvam, she spoke with great amount of sorrow, and exactly what I told you. Echatta buddhva, having understood this, gaditam mayatvam, what I spoke to you. Shraddhasva, please trust me that this is possible. Sitam kushalam samagram. May you understand that she is safe, but then your action to go and meet her is imminent. It has to be done at once. That is the end of Sundara Kanda. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijaman Mukura Sudari Bharanav Raghubara Vimala Jasu Jodayak Palachari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumirav Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Muhi Harahu Kale Sabika Jaya Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jaya Kabir Satihu Loka Ujakar Ramaduta Atulita Paladama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahabira Vikrama Bajarangi Kumati Nivara Sumati Kesangi Kanchana Barana Viraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunjita Kesa Ata Bajra Audvaja Viraje Kante Muncha Jane Vosaje Shankara Suvana Kesari Nandan Teja Pradapa Mahajagabandana Avana Guni Ati Chadura Rama Kaja Karibe Ko Atura Prabhu Charitra Suni Beko Rasiya Ram Lakan Sita Man Basiya Sukshma Rupa Dari Siya Hidikava Vikata Rupa Dari Lanka Jarava Bhima Rupa Dari Asura Samhare Ramachandra Ke Kaja Savare Laya Sanjeevana Lakan Jiyaye Sri Raghubira Har Shivur Laye Raghupati Kinhi Bahut Badaye Tum Mama Priya Bharata Hi Samabhaye Sahasa Badana Tum Rojas Gave Sripati Kanta Lagave Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisa Narada Sarada Sahita Ahisa Jamako Bera Dika Bala Jahate Kabi Gobita Kahe Sake Kahate Tumupakar Sugrivani Kinha Rama Milaya Raja Padadinha Tumaro Mantra Vibhishan Mana Lankeshwara Bhai Sab Jag Jana Juga Sahasra Yojana Parabhanu Lilyo Tahi Madhura Palajanu Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukamahi Jaladi Langi Gaye Acharaj Nahi Durgama Kaja Jagat Ke Jete तुमरे देते राम दुबारे, तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम भजन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुमरे पासा, रघुपति के दास। तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुपरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से ये सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, झूठ ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा। की जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संत की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।